Hello everyone, welcome back to Lab4crypto. XRP is pumping and many of you asked me to make a video on my outlook for the future performance of XRP, tell you my risk levels based on our algorithm. As you will see, I have made a poll in our Instagram account and 92% of people asked me to make an update on the risk of XRP. So let's dive in immediately and see what is the risk for XRP. Let's go. XRP risk today is at 97.9%. So what that means? It means that the likelihood of XRP having a correction in the next couple of days, 2 weeks, is very high. Because do not forget that the markets can stay irrational for prolonged periods of time, but eventually they come down to their, let's say, fair value. But first, let's explain a bit what is the risk level, and then I will dive to some charts as well from on-chain data as well to understand if this risk level for XRP is justified. So let's have a look. This algorithm basically combines on-chain and off-chain data daily to give us a risk level between 0 to 100% to understand if the asset that we are looking is a bit overheated or no, or if it's undervalued and therefore it's a good time for you to accumulate. You will see that when the price of XRP was 50 cents, the risk level was just 14%. So imagine it was really low. And how beautifully it captured the upside for XRP. But let's have a look on the previous performance of the algorithm on XRP. You will see again in 2021, the risk level managed to get the peak for XRP really well. And then when it dropped to lower valuations in July, it dropped to values of just 13% and then increased as the price was increased as well. And note one important thing, because this algorithm is very sensitive. Imagine that here was when the XRP won the SEC case. And the algorithm was showing that the risk for XRP was just 16% at the price of 0.3. And months before the announcement, the risk increased, signaling that something was happening. Because note, the risk level is showing abnormalities in the asset that we are looking. And of course, no one knew beforehand that the SEC was going to SEC was going to lose the case. But of course, I guess people that were close to the case, they had a better understanding if the decision was closing up. But then when XRP did this sudden move, when we had the announcement from the SEC, you will see that the risk jumped to almost 99%. The price was 82 cents and then dropped to the values that we saw before. And imagine that this algorithm managed also to get the FTX crash 3 months before it happened. Imagine that the crash happened on November 7th and the algorithm was signaling that something was off for 3 months. And imagine that the price on the 4th of August of 2022 was just $29 and the risk was 2.5%. And a day later, and it moved just 50-60 cents, the risk jumped to 72.3%. Because note, the algorithm is not correlated only with price. Many risk models is like if the price of an asset is going up, that means its risk level is high. But when the price is going down, that means that the risk is low. With our case, with our algorithm, it's not like that. Because we are combining all this information, we can protect ourselves when something is happening that we are not aware. Because to having the data also from the on-chain combined with the off-chain, I think is an advantage that people that are in the crypto industry and in the blockchain sector, they have an advantage compared to the traditional finance sector. So as we saw, the XRP risk is high, but let's see if that is justified. First, the FOMO level for XRP, you will see that the price was at $1.16. So what that means, the price of XRP, which spent only 3% above it from its lifetime, was at 1.16 cents. And usually what happens when the price of the asset moves above this red line, usually we have these spikes because we have the FOMO, the fear of missing out. And because XRP is about to launch a stable coin, and there was many announcements with partnerships with other projects as well, like Hedera, like ADA, and so on, that spiked enthusiasts to FOMO into the project, but it's good to have a proper risk management and be prepared in case there is a drawdown. Let's see what whales are doing. If we check what accounts with more than 10,000, 100,000 XRP are doing, if we zoom, what we will see that actually when XRP reached the price of 89 cents, which was the previous high when we had the announcement from the SEC, now basically is in a free fall. Let's change it to dark mode so it will be more obvious. So you'll see that the addresses count that had more than 100K of XRP was 33.5K and now is 33.2 and it keeps dropping. And that makes sense because let's go also to this graph. Let's go to XRP. What we can see from the addresses that hold 100K to 1 million XRP is that they are taking some profits, and that makes sense. Do not forget that long-time holders, they had the conviction to wait for this kind of extensions. And I'm sure that if we check what smaller wallets are doing, they are accumulating and some whales are exiting. So if we go to accounts that own, let's say 100 to 1K XRP, you will see that the number is increasing, and that makes sense. And even if I go to smaller accounts, is the same thing. Because that is the way that markets are basically operating. People that they have entered at the lower prices, they are realizing some profits. And as you will see, accounts that have 1 million XRP, for example, 100K to 1 million, they are realizing some profits and they're reaching levels which they were at July of 2024. Now, if we go to the active addresses, which is something that I used to understand if the price increase of an asset is justified from its activity. For example, you will see that the 14 days SMA for the active addresses for XRP does not justify this price increase. There is not many people using, let's say, the chain. I know that maybe there were stable coins in the exchanges and people decided to allocate to XRP, but that is for trading purposes. I wanted to see if people are using the XRP ledger, and you will see, for example, that in August 2023, for example, when the price of XRP was 0.6, we had more active addresses, was 116K, and for example, today is just 74, so it's 50% down. Therefore, it's something that you need to be aware of, that usually when you have active addresses, people using the blockchain, this price increase, it's more normal, it's more, let's say, organic. When you see new addresses created, for example, let's have a look. On XRP, you will see that on the 14 days SMA, We have new addresses created, but it's basically not something. Let's have a look. Let's remove. So if someone sees this graph, it will see normal that actually we'll see new addresses created and they are oscillating into this range from actually April 2021. So it's not something out of the ordinary. Therefore, it's important to monitor these metrics and see if actually the price of XRP continues and we have some people joining the ledger, the blockchain of XRP, using it and doing something, let's say, on the ecosystem of XRP, that means the price increase will be more organic and stay there and not have these sudden price decreases. Therefore, in my opinion, that is why I said, for example, in my case, I exited the market with a percentage around 30%, and I was just waiting to see if the price of XRP stabilizes. Even if it continues to go up, I'm still in the game. But if it goes down, I'm ready to even accumulate even more XRP if I still believe it will have all these partnerships with various banks or whatever. But it's good to monitor your risk and therefore be prepared in both scenarios. I hope you liked the video. Please, if you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up and leave a comment, as that gives us strength to continue making videos and try to educate as more people as possible. Also, do not forget that we have an offer for Black Friday and Cyber Monday for our platform, where you can access all of these graphs. It's around 1,000, also our risk metric and many other models, which I think they can help you navigate the market in the 2025 bull run with better conviction and more data driven. Until next time, bye-bye.